Hello Internet, and welcome back to one more episode of Bazzle Stadium Live. This is going to be, as some of you might be thinking, yes, finally, this is going to be the last episode with this Gravity team, at least for, a good while. Maybe we go back to it in the future, who knows, but we've, done a full, what, is it 2? Actually, is this 3 weeks? Can't be 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We've done a lot with this Gravity team, basically. And so from tomorrow, we are going to be using a different team. I obviously haven't recorded with that yet, but I've got an idea of what I'm going to be using, and it's bad. It's very, very bad. But stay tuned, because even if you don't really want to watch me, well, if you don't want to watch me doing this, then I suppose click off, I suppose. But please don't, please stay, But anyway, even if you don't want to watch me do this, but you might want to use a team, stick around till the end, because I'll be making this into a rental team for you to use as well. But this is interesting. There is a one of those things. There is a what is that thing called? A Zolt. Something Zolt. Icy Fishy Zolt. Dracozolt. No, that's something else. Is it? Drake? What's Dracozolt? Is that the electric dragon? I think it is, isn't it? What is that thing called? What is it called? It must be a Zolt something. Arctozolt. That's it, because the other one's called Arctofish. So yeah, Arctozolt. Got there in the end. Alright, that's the challenge of today, done and over with. Now we've got 30 seconds to try and see what we're going to do with the rest of their team here. Okay, what do we do? Right, I'm thinking leading with Flapple, actually, which might be a very bad idea. But I'm going to do it, because I've not got much time left to change my mind otherwise. And we'll go with Colossal, and we'll go with Primarina as well, I think. So I can't remember ever leading Flapple in any of these videos that I've done. So here we go, last go with it, and this is the first outing for Flapple in the lead. Just because I think he has to lead with Mudsdale or Gastrodon. He has to. Yeah. He doesn't have to lead with both of them, but he has to. So we're looking fantastic here then. And this is exactly the theory why I wanted Flapple and Colossal together, because, I mean, looking on Team Preview, as far as he's concerned, he has to lead something that's good against Colossal. And generally, Flapple is good against everything that is good against Colossal. So here, I can Gravity and just attack. I don't even have to Dynamax here, so because Clefable is faster. So I'm going to grab Apple into the Togekiss on the mind, into the Gastrodon, just because Gastrodon, out of these two, is the one that's more likely to be able to put out more damage. But okay, that's not too bad. Obviously, in hindsight, it would be nice to target the Mudsdale instead there, but I don't think the Mudsdale can do a whole lot to Flapple. But I mean, that Grav Apple that's a lot of damage, even still there. Could just be going for a Heavy Slam into the Clefable, yeah. Which doesn't take us down to our Sash, but if he Tailwinds here, like, how fast is Mudsdale? Will he be faster than Clefable? This is going to be a little bit strange. The Whimsicott can go for a Moonblast into Flapple as well. So I think I could just Moonblast into Clefable as well. But I think what we're going to do here is go for I'm going to Dynamax just because I don't want Flapple to take too much damage from Mudsdale. But I'm going to go for this might seem weird, and it is a little bit weird, but I'm going to go for a Max Overgrowth into Whimsicott because I will definitely knock it out. Obviously, it's going to knock it out. I don't want to Sucker Punch it because it could be going for a Tailwind or a Taunt, and then that would be a wasted turn. And I am Dynamaxing because if he just goes for like a Moonblast into my Clefable and Dynamaxes his Mudsdale a max Rockfall or max Steel Spike could do a lot of damage to undynamaxed Flapple, essentially. So he did go for the Moonblast there. So Sucker Punch technically would have been better, but oh no, we missed Singing Gravity. We've missed Singing Gravity. But because he didn't target our Clefable there, that meant that we could get a Sing off. And we did Gravity. We definitely Gravity turn 1. So let's see what happens here then. And it is a Heavy Slam, probably into the Clefable. Yeah. Okay. Which one of these is faster, Flapple or Primarina? I'm pretty sure Flapple's faster, but I'm just gonna check because I don't think he's gonna bring the Gastrodon in here. But if he does, we can't Sing while it's on the field. So Primarina, yeah, Flapple is a little bit faster. So I'm gonna bring in Primarina. That's not Gastrodon. That is Charizard. Okay. So that was unfortunate. Because Flapple now is in range of an attack from Charizard. And he has still got Gastrodon in the back. This is bad. If we got the Sing on Mudsdale there, then it would have made a Colossal switch in here a little bit safer. It is unfortunate, it's really unfortunate that we didn't get the Sing there. So I'm going to go for a Max Guard with Flapple and a Sing into the Charizard and hope that they don't swap the Mudsdale into Gastrodon, which is exactly what we're seeing. Okay, so that did stop an Aqua Jet into a potential Colossal switch in as well, which is smart, but it's also stopping this Sing. Okay, so that's a little bit annoying. The turn where this went wrong was when we took all that Moonblast damage with our Flapple. And yeah, there's the Storm Drain. Okay. And at this point, the game looked very hard to win. Because I need Flapple for both of his Pokemon, so I can't let that down. So I'm going to put in Colossal, hoping he goes for a Fire move into it, which will activate my my Steam Engine. And I'm just going to Moonblast into the Gastrodon to do some damage to it, but also to try and reduce its special attack back down to neutral. But this went really wrong when we got the Moonblast. Like, if maybe that turn we should have gone for, because this is quite frustrating. Because like on paper, so we've got a Steam Engine here. Like, it looks really like a team that we should be winning against. But things just sort of went wrong. We should have gone for the Follow Me, because Moonblast was his only real threat at that point. Even if he did go for a Tailwind or a Taunt that turn, we would have been able to knock out the... okay, so it's back down to neutral. We would have been able to have knocked out the... Ooh, okay. Didn't call the switch in there. The sun isn't up, is it? No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Moonblast was the worst thing that could have happened that turn, so I could have gone for a Follow Me, knocked out the Whimsicott, and then at that point, Flapple would have still been a lot of HP, but he does still have a Charizard, which probably has got Airstream, so maybe that didn't matter too much. The miss on Mudsdale was a little bit annoying, but that hasn't really come into anything at this point. This is interesting. So Gravity's up, and Grassy Terrain is up. So what I'm going to do here is... Heat Wave does more damage to Gastrodon than than Ancient Power. So I'm going to try and double into this Gastrodon and hope that it knocks it out. Maybe I should have... Oh, that was a silly move, Barry. I should have just gone for a... Protect. Yeah, protect my Colossal. And, okay, that works out. He was maybe double protecting there to scout out my sensible move, which was going for a Protect and Moonblast to make sure it is definitely in range. Because I was silly and didn't do that, now I can protect my Colossal and Moonblast the Gastrodon into another Moonblast range. If he calls this Protect and goes for like a max Airstream or a max Grass into Primarina, then that gets us a free switch into Flapple, and then we can, as long as we hit our moves, we're still looking okay. So, yeah, Gravity's ended, unfortunately. But now this is the turn. Oh, okay. So no more max moves there. So this is the turn. I'm going to go for a Protect with Colossal and Moonblast into the Gastrodon. And yeah, Colossal should be safe going into this last turn, or into the rest of the battle. It does Air Slash into the Primarina. Okay, fair enough. Worst case scenario here is we survive and flinch. That would have been awful, but that's not too bad. Gastrodon, even if it recovers here, is going to be in range of a Grab Apple. So now, because that's not Gigantamax Charizard anymore, an Ancient Power should knock it out. I believe. I mean, I hope it does. I really hope it does. Has it taken any damage? Because, like, okay, we've got the Steam Engine boost, but we're not at +2 because our Weakness Force hasn't been activated. It's taken a bit of damage. I think Ancient Power should do the job, and Grab Apple, as long as we hit, is going to do the job as well. So, come on, Flapple. Come on, Flapple. Come on, Flapple. Come on, Flapple. No! But he's Earth-powered into Colossal. I think he should have been targeting the Flapple there, but... okay, Flapple. Yeah, that's because of the G-Max fire there. We're taking too much damage. Okay, that's unfortunate. And now, he's won the game, unfortunately. If we did hit that Grab Apple, Gastrodon, we were still in grassy terrain at that point. Even if it was Rindo Berry, that Gastrodon was 100% going down. We would have still had our Colossal, we would have still had Flapple, and then we would have Heat Waved into this Mudsdale and Grab Appled into it, which would have knocked it out. So, okay. So, like, if we'd hit both of our Grab Apples, we would have won the game. And now we can't survive an attack with 2 HP, unfortunately. But, yeah, that's not too much of a problem. Like, that's just hustle, isn't it? I mean, that was an interesting game because we got to see the interaction. Finally, we got to see the interaction of Liquid Voicing and Storm Drain. We got to see a Sing Miss in Gravity, and let's do one more game. And we got to see almost a really good comeback, but not quite. So yeah, that would have been good, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, there's no way the Gastrodon was going to survive a Grassy Terrain boosted, Life Orb boosted Grab Apple. We weren't in Gravity anymore, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to assume that since I think we saw Heavy Slam on the Mudsdale, I'm going to assume that was probably Assault Vested. Even if it wasn't, it probably didn't have Protect anyway. So it wouldn't have been able to Protect on, even if there was a last turn of the G-Max Wildfire. So, yeah, we just needed to hit both of those Grab Apples, and we would have won the game there. It's as simple as that, pretty much. But we have another Sand team, but this one's got a Corviknight. So, this is going to be a little bit of a trouble for us, really. Because, Yeah, if he gets the Excadrill in Tailwind Instant, that will be faster than our Colossal at +6. But we need the Colossal or the Raichu. Raichu, a bit shaky there, to knock out the Corviknight. So what we'll do then is we'll not lead Flapple. Sorry, Flapple. We'll lead with these two again. We definitely want Colossal, and we definitely want Excadrill for their Sand Mode. So we'll go this way, and we're basically relying on Colossal here to knock out Corviknight. Otherwise, it's, you know, Hyper Voice damage into it and hope, but that never really works out because it should have Roost. So this could be a tricky game. If it gets the Whimsicott in Tailwind, the Excadrill in Tailwind rather, and that is Whimsicott. So, Corviknight often have Lumberry as well. So, I think I Gravity and Sing here, but maybe I Gravity and Sing into the Whimsicott? Because I'm going to assume, it's just Dynamaxing straight away. This could be a Gigantamax. Corviknight, be nice to see, wouldn't it? That's just a normal one. Unless his Dynamaxing is Whimsicott. There was like a phase of like the first week or something of the format when people were Dynamaxing their Whimsicott just to get around Fake Out, but it doesn't really do any damage without anything. Helping Hand. Is he targeting the Primarina? He is. And that does take us out. Well, that's very bad news. Because we can't activate our Steam Engine or Weakness Policy anymore. Life, yeah, okay. I think if there wasn't Life Orb, we would have survived the Helping Hand Airstream, I think. Whew. But now, okay, we are in Gravity, so for a few turns, Excadrill does threaten the Corviknight. So I think we do bring in the Excadrill here. And he's probably going to Steel Spike into my Clefable. Or just double into the Clefable. So I'm going to Swords Dance here and try and Sing into the Corviknight because we know that what's this? Okay, so we haven't got. Oh no, we've given. Okay, so it's the Whimsicott with the Sugar Berry. But he could switcheroo Sugar Berry onto his Corviknight, and that would allow it to survive. A big attack. So Excadrill didn't get to move that turn because he was +1 with his Corviknight there, but Corviknight should be going to sleep. We know it's not Lumberry because it's Life Orb. We can put the. Oh, this is going to be weird. Like, we could just Heat Wave here, but it's not going to be doing any damage to anything. So I'm going to put Excadrill back in, and I'm going to Sing the Whimsicott this turn. Well, this is interesting. I knew the Corviknight was going to be a bit of a pain. But okay, so there's Tailwind. Finally, he does get the Tailwind up. Corviknight, that's his guaranteed turn of sleep. So 1 in 3 it wakes up next turn. Their own Excadrill might have Earthquake. Could maybe have Earthquake. I don't think this Corviknight will have Body Press. So I'm going to try and Sing into the Whimsicott slot. And I'm going to Swords Dance. Because if any of these switch, it's probably going to be the Whimsicott. Breaking the sash on Whimsicott would have been good there. Just goes for an Iron Head. Doesn't matter if we flinch or not this turn. In fact, it would be better if we do flinch. Unfortunately, he got the first turn wake there, though. But no, we don't flinch. A Sing into the Corviknight would have been nice. I guess that would have made sense because that was the one that could have woken up. But now I'm just going to go for a Max Quake into their Corviknight and go for a Follow Me here. I think. Do I go for a Follow Me? The only reason I would be going for a Follow Me is in case he goes for a Switcheroo to give his Corviknight the Shuckerberry, which I'm not sure he will do actually. So I'm just going to try and Moonblast and break the Whimsicott Sash. So let's see how this plays out. This has been a very interesting game. The Whimsicott would have to get a first turn wake as well to be able to switch through itself. But I mean, I kind of hope that it does switch through himself, just because I've never seen that before. Because it tried to do something, and yeah, oh, he does have Body Press actually, but he's done it into the Clefable. Okay, interesting that you showed me that. But now we're quaking this Corviknight. And I think the only thing that I've really got to worry about is his own Excadrill with Tyranitar in the back. Because I've not got my Shuckerberry anymore. And, okay, I mean, like, I guess... Now, it does look like Excadrill, yeah. I guess... I mean, I am Dynamax and he's not. He's Mold Breaker. He's Mold Breaker. Okay, we can still maybe do something then. Maybe. Maybe. Ooh. How many more turns of Tailwind? This is interesting. He's got one more turn of Tailwind, so I'd need to knock out the Whimsicott here to stop him from Tailwinding again, but he's bound to be attacking into the Colossal, you would think, wouldn't you? You would think. So I'm going to go for a Steel Spike. And I'm going to Heat Wave. I feel like I should be protecting my Colossal here. But he has just got Earthquake, okay. And that takes out both of my Pokemon. With a great little hit. Okay. So we did have Tailwind up. We would have survived. Unless that was banded. Unless that was choice banded. We would have survived there. So, okay. Do I want to end it on that? Not really. We're only 23 minutes in. So, let's do one. Oh, we got a Zinc. We got a Zinc for enduring that. Thank you very much. So we'll do one more battle. We will do one more battle with this team. If it goes horribly wrong, then at least I've lowered my ranking to a point where I might be able to win some games with the team that I'm planning on using next week. And if we win, then we've gone out on somewhat of a high. Against BT. Some advertising there. With another Charizard and another Sableye. We played that, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think that was yesterday, wasn't it? And a Duraludon as well. Which is an interesting choice. So I think he has to lead with either Rotom or Excadrill. Because my Colossal is really threatening his Charizard here. So I could go Sing mode, or I could... Yeah, I mean, Colossal doesn't really want to be going against either of those. Because even if we get the Weakness Policy boost, we would need a Helping Hand from Raichu to knock out the the Rotom, but I mean Raichu Colossal doesn't look too bad here, does it? But because I'm sorry, because it is Sing, because it's Sableye, I'm gonna go with just the Sing lead. But I think I'm gonna go with Excadrill actually in the last. I was really tempted to go with Raichu, just so I've got something extra to activate my Steam Engine boost with, and to hit the Charizard with, but he has got Duraludon as well, which maybe I shouldn't have been too worried about, but Excadrill definitely, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been worried about the Duraludon, but Excadrill definitely helps against that at least. So that's Rotom and Sableye, yeah. It's funny how you get to recognise the Japanese names. So you could be going for a Fake Out, could be going for a Taunt, could be going for a Dynamax and Max Electric, which would stop my Sing business. So I think this time I am just going to try and Sing it. The last time I played a Sableye, I didn't Gravity turn 1, and then forgot that I hadn't Gravitied, but he's going for a Will-O-Wisp. Okay. He wants to make sure that if I do Aqua Jet myself, I don't do too much damage. And a Nasty Plot. Okay. So, 91% of the time, we know all about this 91% of the time, we hit the same. Nice one. And Rotom with Nasty Plot tend to be either Leftovers or Citrus Berry. Okay, that's brilliant for us then. Get the Throat Spray. Rotom cannot wake up next turn. And Sableye, I would like you to go. So either I double Moonblast it if I think it's Roselli Berry, or I maybe just go for a Hyper Voice and Moonblast, which might take it out anyway, since I am +1 now. But I'm not going to go for a Sing, because he could have Taunt. It's just Will-O-Wisping my Magic Guard Pokemon. Why? If I'd swapped in Colossal there, I wonder if that would have activated Steam Engine. That's something that I don't really know about. It is Roselli Berry. Okay, so note to self. Sableye are always Roselli Berry now, which means it probably is going to survive this +1 Hyper Voice. Yeah. And funnily enough, because he did Will-O-Wisp my Primarine, it's probably not in Aqua Jet range as well. But it doesn't matter. So, okay, so now we hope that the Rotom doesn't wake up. Because if it doesn't, a Moonblast I think is going to take it out. But now do I follow me to be safe, or do I Moonblast to get rid of the Sableye? I think I'm going to go for a follow me here. Just in case the Rotom wakes up. So we didn't Dynamax the Rotom, which means, unless he's going for an ally switch, yeah, okay, that's not a problem. This +1 Moonblast should be knocking the Rotom out. I do believe. I was correct to believe. Okay, so Primarina getting whittled by the burn, but that is literally the only thing he has done so far. The Rotom being gone means Colossal looks much better here as well, but for that. So I guess now we just go for Hyper Voice and follow me again. Just because this ensures that Primarina does survive the turn, and ensures that we do get Hyper Voice into the Excadrill, ensures that we do knock out the Sableye with Hyper Voice, and ensures that we can go for an Aqua Jet, Heat Wave next turn to knock out, to finish off the Excadrill. Even if the Excadrill Dynamax is here, a +1 Hyper Voice is going to do a lot of damage, maybe put it in range of a +2 Heat Wave. If we can afford it, we could just go for a Max Flare into it as well. But I don't know, he probably will be Max Quaking here. And that will skew my calculations, won't it? Ooh, the sunny day. Sunny day, and the light changes, the actual sun here comes out to ruin my pink screen behind me. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Since I've gone blue now because the actual sun has come out as as a used sunny day. But yeah, good. Their saber life still goes down. Okay. So I've gone green now. I'm actually green again. And it's Conkelda. Okay. So that's not brilliant for Colossal, but and he went for a Steel Spike last turn as well, at least. But Primarina is EV to survive. This is tough. A normal max attack from the thingy, but a Mach Punch is going to knock out Clefable. The Max Steel Spike or Quake is going to knock out the Primarina here. I'm not sure there's a lot that I can do. But hope. Maybe this isn't a max attack Excadrill, but he just has to Mach Punch and attack, doesn't he? If I had more turns, if I had more time to think about this turn, maybe I could have swapped the Primarina into my Excadrill in the back. Yeah, it takes us out. We would have taken it with the Sugar Berry, but we would have still had our Primarina, which is the big thing, because then we could have Aqua Jetted ourselves and done the business. So now we've still got a Sugar Berry. We have still got our Sugar Berry. So we need to knock out the Conkelda. So I will Heat Wave, since he's nicely put the sun up for us, and then we're going to go for a Steel Spike into the Conkelda, because we want the defense boost. Steel Spiking into the Excadrill doesn't really do anything, because when it's not Dynamax anymore, a ground attack will knock it out, high horsepower or Max Quake. So damage into Conkelda makes sense, but we do want the defense boost, because I'm expecting it's going to Drain Punching ears, or Cross Combat ears, and that's going to be bad. If their Excadrill targets my Excadrill, I'm okay with that, I think, because we've got the Sugar Berry. If he targets the Colossal, then we can't Heat Wave. So I'd like him to attack the Excadrill. His Mach Punch, trying to break my sash with his Mach Punch there, which makes a lot of sense. But if he is doubling into my... Oh, the Heat Wave's not going to knock it out, is it? If he is doubling into my Excadrill... Steel Spike. Okay. I'm just worried about being in another Mach Punch range, which we're not at this point, but Heat Wave hits and does a decent amount to both of them there. Excadrill is small again, but is this going to come down to a speed tie? I think we always just attack here, but... Okay, so we're Heat Waving. If we get the Heat Wave off, I think that knocks out both of them and we win. So he has to target the Colossal. If he targets the Colossal, Excadrill does take a Mach Punch here and can attack into one of them. Which one do we go for? And what boost do we want as well? I think it's safer to Quake into their Excadrill, just because Colossal should be faster than... Okay, should be faster than... This is a speed tie then. Colossal should be faster than Conkelda. Speed tie. Oh, and he's won the speed tie. There's our Sugarberry. Are we should have steel spiked it, I guess. Oh, but he's knocked himself out. He's earthquaked. He's knocked himself out. And me out. My Sugarberry may or may not have helped us survive that turn. And with Max quaking into their Excadrill, and wow, okay. So I knew that there must have been something that could have gone wrong with his plan of earthquaking there, because if he's attacking like I was saying, he had to target my Colossal. And if he doesn't earthquake, he's high horsepowering, my Excadrill is fine, can survive another Mach Punch, and I can knock out his Excadrill, and one more turn of Dynamax, survive the Mach Punch, I can just knock out his Conkeldurr. Unless he's got Protect, to protect out my last turn of Dynamax, I won the game on his Conkeldurr. It could have been Assault Vest, who knows. It didn't have the Flame Orb, so maybe it was Assault Vested, but because he did Earthquake, yes, he was targeting my Colossal and my Excadrill, which would have put me in Mach Punch range, but he was also knocking out his own Conkeldurr there as well too. So because he didn't have, presuming there, because he didn't have Protect on his Conkeldurr, he had to Earthquake himself there. If he did have Protect on his Conkeldurr, he would have definitely gone for it there. So, okay, woof. This has been a longer video. I'm sorry that I've turned blue there, but... Oh, yes, hello. I've turned robotic now. What on earth has happened there? There we go. I'm back to normal. Okay, so... as I promised, I'm going to manage the teams you're renting. Please select a rental team. I don't know how this works. Do I do that? Is that how it works? Yes, make it public. Yes, team is public. So, this should be public now, and you should get the code here. The battle team has been made public. Okay. Manage the teams you're renting. Is this where I get to see? No. How do I see the code? Check. Okay, there you go. So there is this lovely team that we've been using for forever at this point. So I'm pretty sure everything, everything on this team has been used at some point throughout this time. The Voltaic, the 2-hit KO on that Tyranitar like a couple of days ago, that was fantastic. We did get to surf ourselves a few times. Didn't use Fake Out that much, didn't really use Helping Hand that much, although I'm pretty sure when we did, it helped us out. Flapple has been pretty good. We didn't use Dragon Rush that much. In fact, I don't think we ever used it out of Gravity, but we did use Max Whirlwind. Grav Apple, really good. Sucker Punch actually was pretty good for us too. We did get to Dragon Dance a couple of times as well. Colossal has been really good. Heatwave, Solar Beam, HP Power, Protect. Excadrill has been very good for us as well. The Sugarberry did do some business for us. And then there's the Gravity, the Singing pair of Primarina and Clefable. All of those moves have been used. Primarina, it would be nice to have more moves on the Primarina there. To have Hydro Cannon Line, to have Protect on it would be nice. To have Protect on Clefable would be nice as well too. But I think that's a mark of a decently put together team. If literally everything on the team has been used, or the items have been used, everything has had some use. So there it is. There's the code. Please use it if you want to. If you really want, I can show you the code for the Stunjourner Gravity team. No, it's not Gravity, is it? This one, the Stunjourner Sun team. This one. There's the code for that as well too. There's a Barry Brucey bonus for you. So there you go. Tomorrow I'll be back with a different team. If it's gonna be what I'm thinking it's gonna be, my ranking, trying to mix those two words up there, is gonna go from like top 800 or whatever we are right now to top 5,000. That is my legitimate guess, but it's just because I want to use a few really quirky things. One Pokemon in particular I really want to try, and I've been trying to make it work, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm going to try for you next week. But you'll have to stay tuned and see what it is tomorrow. So, again, I hope you've liked this, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you haven't been too sick of this team, because I know I've used it quite a lot. But thank you for watching this. If there's anyone still watching this right now, then, again, get yourselves a pat on the back. It's been a while since I said that. But, please like and share and tweet it all out and everything. It does help me. I've obviously had all the guests on to help my channel resurrect itself and everything. But I will see you tomorrow for some interesting business.